Hi there YouTube, this is Big G here, and I thought it's time that I did a pickups video. I've managed to get a couple of goodies over the last few weeks, and yeah, let's start off with a nice 2DS system. I've been after one of these 2DSs for a while. This one was boxed, very nice condition, almost still brand new, which I got for a very good price. You can see the box here in the background. Everything is there and it's complete, and it came with the Super Mario Land game, which is actually quite good. I must say that my first impressions, or maybe I just haven't played with it enough, is not that favorable. I just haven't been able to get used to the way it sits in my hands. I'm not sure, maybe I just prefer using my DSi. I find it more comfortable, and I prefer the clamshell design to this open design, but still nice machine. It's got a couple of nice built-in games which are a lot of fun, and still I've enjoyed it. And then also some of the games that I've managed to pick up since I've got the 2DS. Actually a strange story with this Zelda game, still sealed. I saw it marked on the shelf for $4.99 at our local CNA newsagents. I went and had them check the price. It was actually only 20 Rand, which is like $1.50 in US currency. So I thought that was a pretty good pickup. And then Splinter Cell, which I haven't really tried yet. Zoo Resort, same. Street Fighter I've played a little bit of, actually quite good. I must say the graphics are actually quite impressive on the 2DS. And then some of the more kiddie games, I suppose, Nintendogs, maybe my daughter will enjoy it. Sims 3, which I haven't tried. I've never been a big Sims fan. And then of course the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. So yeah, a couple of games that when I've got a bit of spare time that I can sit and enjoy. And yeah, that's the first pickup. Next up, a Sega Clone, one of the many clones that were out there, still boxed. I believe it still works. I haven't tested it yet. I managed to pick that up for 50 bucks. Together with some games. Rocket Knight Adventures I'm not familiar with. Sonic 3, everybody knows Sonic. Double Dragon 3. Outrunners and Road Rash. And now the games are not in bad condition. That's just a pity the manuals are not there. But otherwise, I always try to pick up the Sega games where I can. They come in great cases. And this is the second clone that I have of the Sega Mega Drive. And if I open up the box, you can see there the clone machine. Doesn't look like it's in too bad a condition. It's called what? A Speedy Boy. And if you compare it to my other clone machine, it doesn't quite copy the original Sega. This is also a clone which I've modded. Yeah, still interesting machine. Next up, another Commodore 64. When my wife saw this, she thought, why another one? I have a garage full of these old 8-bit machines, but still one of my favorites 8-bit machines out there. This one has been modded, I see previously. I haven't tested it yet, but I believe that it does work. It came with the hard drive, as well as all the cables, as well as a printer with ribbons, etc. A lot of manuals, books, some games, some disk software and so forth. But when I have a bit of time, then I'm going to put it all together and test to see if it works. But even if I have to just use it for spare parts. Next up we have the Atari 2600. What drew me to this machine was this interesting cover. I haven't come across one before, but it protects, designed to protect the actual machine itself. And you can see it can just come off and be removed. I thought it was actually quite a nice storage medium to keep your paddles and joysticks, etc. And it all sort of fits nicely together. It came with 13 or 14 different carts. Some of them were boxed. Haunted House, Video Chess. Unfortunately there is a little bit of damage to the boxes, but a machine this age you can't expect everything to be perfect. Asteroid, Venerable Old Combat, Centipede, as well as a couple of other interesting goodies. It had the basic programming with manuals and an interesting set of controllers. keyboard controllers, which I haven't come across before. And as you can see here, those controllers I was mentioning, which I haven't seen before. I must still figure out what the hell to do with these things, how they actually work, but they look quite interesting. And it also came with another controller, which I'm not sure it was for this machine or was actually for the Commodore, because I got the two together. And actually quite an interesting story with it. The gent that I bought it from, he was the original owner, and when he sold the machines to me at a very good price, he had a bit of a tear in his eye, because these were the machines that his kids grew up with and that they actually learned basic programming on, and some of their careers were actually guided by these machines. He was sorry to let them go, but I promised him that they will go to a good home, and when I have a bit of time, then I'll boot them up, get them going, and enjoy the old Atari and Commodore. And my final pickup was actually a pair of Game & Watches. Pinball, lovely old machines these, and actually not in bad condition. They've still got good color, a little bit of damage around the casings, but otherwise in working order. Nice to see that they both have the battery covers on. I wish that they were boxed, but otherwise they're still in good order. Nice to have a swap, or if I've actually got a friend who's actually interested in one of them. And as you can see, classic old machine. Both of them are working. The pinball wasn't one of my favorite back in the day, as obviously being an LCD machine, the balls travel on predetermined paths. But still, interesting concept. Game & Watch is always fun to have, and a nice addition to my collection for these handhelds. Well, that's about it for me over the last few weeks. Been busy, managed to get a couple of good pickups. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Cheers guys.